Hello everyone, I'm LordMidas and welcome back to the Empire of Carpathia. In the last episode, we won a holy war over here in the Dior region of the Kingdom of Poland and got some land over there, and went towards the east afterwards and got this county over here and also helped one of our vassals, the King of Ruthenia, in one of his holy wars that he was declaring over here. So we've got a lot of land now, and we're very close to the point where we can form the Slavic Union. We just need basically these three counties over here, and these couple of counties over here in the Dior region of Poland, and then we just need to get a couple of counties off of France in the Dior region of Bohemia, and then we should be all set up to form the Slavic Union. And in the last episode I transferred some vassal to the King of Pomerania, so the High Chief of Mazovia, but I realized later on that he does actually contain the Chiefdom of Borovichi in his land. So one of his vassals is holding it. So that's a bit of a problem because I've just noticed that I've given these counties in my Dior duchy to a lot of people in order to press their claims, and now it's really mixed up, whereby in my Dior duchy I only really have my capital, and except the county of Rusa, all of the other counties are really hard to get back. So I could go ahead and revoke this chief's title at some point, but for the other counties it will be very difficult to get them off of these vassals that I've given them to. But we will see if we can get that at some point, but it's not very important right now. And here I've noticed that the King of Ruthenia, our vassal, still has the High Chief of Kharashev as a prisoner. It's actually the High Chief Ilya Ryazan who has him as a prisoner. So one of our vassals has it. So if I go ahead and declare a war on him, a holy war for Chernigov or Kharashev. Actually, I'm going to go for Kharashev because that gives us two counties. A lot of people will join that because of the defensive pact, but since one of our vassals already has him as a prisoner, I think we will get to 100% war score very fast. Like that, we already have 100% war score, so we can already go ahead and enforce demands. And that was a pretty fast war, wasn't it? So now we have these two counties in our control as well. We just have to give away these temples. Alright, that was pretty fast. Now we just need this single county from him afterwards. Maybe one of our vassals can already go ahead and get that off of him. We'll see. And afterwards we just need this over here. Alright, we also tried to get Sviatozar Kirvich to a duel. I will try to duel him again at some point. And duelers are not involved in a war. So as soon as we're done with this couple of rebellions that we've got going on, we will go back to him. In the meantime, we're going to use our raiders to make sure that this area is completely looted. That will help us with our future wars. Our niece is ready for education. Let's make her... She's depressed. And she's curious, willful and timid. How is she willful and timid? I have no idea. Let's try to put her in a diplomatic education. And what I've also noticed is that Gradislava Slovensky, one of our dynasty members, our cousin, I put her on a character of special interest to marry her off matrilineally at some point, but I've been looking around quite a bit between the episodes and did not find any good match for her. So what we're going to do is, we're just going to go ahead and marry her matrilineally to our patriarch. And this way, hopefully, she can start producing some children of our dynasty and expand our dynasty like that. Okay. For some time now, my son Milan has been overcome with fatigue and troubled by a persistent cough. I have been informed that the symptoms are due to pneumonia. Alright, here's the hair lip one. Mild illness and decent symptom treatment already. I think, to be honest, he has hair lip. And I would rather prefer that one of my other sons inherits the empire. So sickness and death awaits us all. Stop pestering me with such useless information. The second Sumanosko revolt is over. Let's execute him. And he was boiled to death. Alright. And as soon as we're done with this war, we should go ahead with the duel with Sviatozar. Before he dies of his own. Really? Oh my god, it's the third Sumenosko uprising in the same place. It's a third uprising, like back to back. Then this stack will have to go back and deal with them as well. Let's point some commanders here though. Bulgaria, Vishara, and then Yelise. Another raving mob of Sumenosko infidels have risen up in Onega, reinforcing the ongoing uprising. Infidels come indeed. And now this stack might not be big enough to defeat them, so we will have to raise our levies as well. Combine them together over here and then send them over there for that. Okay. Through staged war games and large-scale exercises, I feel confident I can master one of the main military disciplines. Shall we specialize in light foot troops or heavy infantry or cavalry? I think we have mostly light infantry because we are tribal. But yeah, so I think I'm just gonna specialize in light foot troops. We have a lot of them. The peasant revolt has definitely ended, and this was an iconoclast revolter, so we will not execute him. Actually, you know what? We will execute him. So previous rulers in our, like our father and grandfather, had been really pious people, and they did not execute iconoclast people. But Tsar Rodislav the Flare is cruel, so he's gonna go ahead and take that piety hit and hang this upriser. Okay, let's dismiss these levies. We don't really need them. And put these on looting. Yeah, we can't because we are not at peace. It should not take that long to fix that. Alright, combine them and we will go like that. Alright, so Bolzanini Peasant Revolt. Where is this? All the way in Lombardy down here. It's actually a pretty sizable revolt. But that's a Valdensian uprising. Okay, so our retinues then shall take care of them. But this is really annoying. I want to be at peace for some time so that I can go ahead with my duel. We are ready to rank up in society. That's our warrior lodge, so let's go ahead and become warrior. Alright, I'm gonna keep this troop around here in case another Sumenosko uprising happens. Execute that one. Buried alive, that's what he deserves. And a Bogomilist heresy. That's probably a Catholic heresy. Honored fledgling Rodislav, I hereby grant you permission to advance to the next rank within the Champions of Perun. Definitely our privilege. And look at that, we've got some nice armor going on our character now. And the Peasant Revolt is suffering a lot of attrition. Novgorod prospers yet again. And hopefully this time we're not at level 1. We're still at level 1 because Novgorod keeps getting sieged quite often in our wars. Another niece, put her on duty. Truces are expiring. This could be interesting. So, the High Chief of Pruthenia over here, and he does have just a single county. That's the entire High Chiefdom of Pruthenia, so we might actually just go ahead and declare a holy war over there and get that single county off of him very fast. Now point some commanders, especially people who don't like me. Svetozar of Galician Revolt has unearthed authentic love letters proving that High Chief Ruslan II of Karelia is actually a bastard. His mother Vasilisa... Who is that? High Chief Ruslan the Lionheart of Karelia. He's our winter soldier if I remember correctly. Yes, and I gave him some land over here. Yeah, we don't need that information. I'm actually fine with that vassal. And this is our daughter now, Yevpraxia. She was born recently. Let's put her on etiquette for some variety. And already a son has been born to our cousin that we just married. Terentia. I'm alright with that. She's spreading our dynasty. And the peasant revolter, who is a Valdensian Catholic heretic, will definitely get executed as well. Slowly flayed to death. That's what we are. We are the flayer. Alright, finally we are at peace. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on Luther first thing. And send them back over here. And let's invite Svetozar to another duel. And since he's very old and he's very poor health, certain characters will consider this challenge dishonorable, but we will still do it because it's not dishonorable in our book. We want to get revenge on him, and I've noticed that the King of Bulgaria definitely considers this dishonorable. So I noticed this in the opinion modifiers between the episodes. And the spineless gorging jester, Svetozar has refused your challenge. Pathetic. Alright, but we still get the negative modifier, unfortunately. My liege, loyal servants such as I. Who is this? The High Chief of Chernigov over here. Surely deserves some recognition and rewards from time to time. It is widely known that you hold huge lands and many titles and are as generous as you are wise. Perhaps you would consider this granting this humble servant the chiefdom of Upper Silesia? We will not give him. This degree does not become you. I would rather be interested in giving this to my half-brother here, who I want to make the King of Chernigov. So I'm going to keep it for now, and look at that. 4th Sumenusko Uprising in the same region, and that's why I kept this stag over here. They're going to go ahead and take care of them. And somehow our retinues here are fighting some random stag. Sylvie's host. Alright. %, that's what I like to see. And we get to execute one more person. Hanged. And how many people has this guy actually killed so far? We have 24 kills to his name. It's a lot of people that Tsar Rodislav II, the Flayer of Carpathia, has killed in his life. Okay. As he's growing older, I can see that Lutuveras, who is a legitimate bastard of some chief, and is staying at our court apparently, could use some guidance in some of my experience areas. Nope, we're not gonna make any self-sacrifice for him. He must learn on his own. 5th Carpathian Sumenusko revolt in the same county where my army was already standing. I don't know if the game is somehow locked in some kind of loop here or what. 5 revolts back to back. And the King of Ruthenia wants to marry his brother to our cousin, who is not from our dynasty because, yeah, she was born after our uncle died. I will accept it. Ruzan Peasant Revolt. Oh my god, so many revolts in this episode already. And for this then my retinues will come up. And I think I do have to still dismiss my levies. They're costing me money. Alright, this guy is gonna get executed as well. Gored to death by a boar. And King Zabragan of Bulgaria has inherited the Kingdom of Bulgaria and other titles from King Timirach the Butcher, who used to hate us for dishonorable duels because he was just like that. But now his son has become the King of Bulgaria and also quite hates us quite a bit. Wronged government type and wants a seat on the council. He could be a okay-ish steward, but I'm not gonna put him there just yet. We're starting to get really huge vassals now, and at some point I want to go feudal as fast as possible. Young Lutuvera seems to have a natural charm and way with words. Let's make him gregarious, or let's beat it out of him and make him cruel, like we are. Okay, our half-sister has produced another bastard child with Chief Rostislav of Vozviahel named Fyodor. She's quite unfaithful. She has... Oh my god, look at that! 3 lovers! Alright, the chief of Kashin, the chief of Vozviahel, and the chief of Kargopol. 34, 33, and 55 years old. She has quite the taste. But we're not gonna do anything against her. We're gonna let her do whatever she wants. Also rejecting some seduction attempts. That's interesting to see. The fleeting. Many warriors have gathered in the Great Hall tonight. The dinner has just started and I already feel eager to test my mettle against one of them. It has been some time since we had a good fleeting. And there are plenty of candidates known for their crude manners and their sharp tongue for me to choose from. I will settle for nobody less than our best speaker. Or Rixa looks like a good match for me. Or I want just an easy fight. So we can... Oh, he is a hero in the Warrior Lodge. Gleb the Mourner. Is he also the leader of the Warrior Lodge? Sure, yeah, let's go ahead and challenge him. I stand up and shout Gleb's name in the dining hall, catching many warriors' attention, and challenge him to a fleeting. Now I only need to decide what subject will cut deeper under Gleb's skin. No warrior is as cowardly as the one between your legs. This is good against lustful people, which he is. What god did your mother offend to curse you with such a revolting look? Good against envious and shy people, which he isn't. How does it feel to be the black sheep of your dynasty? It's good against ambitious and proud, which he isn't. How does it feel to be the disgrace of your dynasty? It's good against kind people. Alright, let's go ahead and say this to him. No warrior is as cowardly as the one between your legs because he is lustful. Gleb points at me with a smirk, saying that there hardly is a warrior more cowardly and feeble as the one shrinking between my legs. Alright, so he's saying the same thing to me, even though we're not lustful. I have no idea what you're talking about. You hear the crowd snickering at you. Alright, I lost my temper, seeing that I was unable to rebuke his insults. The crowd quickly sided with him, ensuring his victory. As if it weren't enough, Gleb continued mocking me even after I admitted defeat, reveling in shaming me for my loss. I will make you eat those words. We can say that to him. He has 34 personal combat skill. Enough of this stupid game. You know what? Let's challenge him to a duel. He has 34 personal combat skill. I have 64. I have a pretty good chance that I will defeat him in this duel. He's the hero. He's the leader of the Warrior Lodge, and we are a mere warrior. Not even a veteran. It will be a great combat for people to see, won't it? And we have this mission as well. I forgot about that. We had to go ahead and loot a province over here, so we will do that as well with our retinues as soon as we're done with this revolt here. Let's challenge him to a duel. Gleb the Mourner has chosen to accept your challenge to personal combat. The duel will take place in the next few days. Let's fight. I am swinging my weapon wildly when suddenly Gleb shrieks in pain. Dropping my masterful short sword, I am stuck staring at the mess I have made. It seems I have managed to make his eyes bleed, possibly blinding him. Shall we walk away victorious, and that gives us prestige and dual victory? Or I will show no mercy and we kill him. And we get the opinion modifier, general opinion -10 because we are merciless, but tribal vassal opinion gives us +10. And he dies. You know what? We are cruel and scarred and brave and deceitful and yeah. Let's go ahead and show no mercy. Kill him, a fellow member of the Champions of Peru, and Gleb the Mourner has been killed in a duel by Rodislav the Flayer. He's no longer the leader of the lodge. It is now Simo Misul the Merciless. He has 50% combat skill. That's a much better leader for the lodge. I am happy to have done the lodge some service in terms of improving our leader there. This is pretty interesting what we just did. And we have to appoint a new advisor. Okay. The King of Poland shall be a loyalist vassal as an advisor. Sure, let's put him. And I think we should have to appoint a commander now. It's somebody who doesn't like us that much. Probably King of Pannonia doesn't like us that much. Why? Is he also become feudal now? No, alright. Dishonorable, duel, and ruthless. Let's make him a commander. make him lead this troop already, actually. Like that. So all of these people who don't like me that much are gonna go ahead with the troops. A new bird has arrived in the muse and a new book on the art of writing poetry in the library. So we had our attempts at taking out a falcon last time, if I remember correctly, but it didn't work out very well. Let's take the bird out for another hunt, and maybe this time it'll work correctly. And we receive a word from the Byzantine Emperor that your spy master Chief Vyacheslav of Galindia has been spying in one of my counties. This is intolerable, and as to stop further interference, I have arrested him. Definitely most unfortunate, but we're gonna send someone else immediately back there. Oh, we don't really have any good candidates. A lot of people just hate us. Probably because of dishonorable duel. Yeah. It's really, really weird that these people consider this duel dishonorable when that guy murdered our emperor and our father. Like, wow. Dishonorable duel and ruthless. Alright. In that case, I think I'm going to try to invite somebody who could be a nice spy master. And these people also pretty much hate us. Religious differences, merciless, vicious rumors. Yeah. So this character is pretty much hated by everybody. So what we could do then is put someone on there and give him some gift to make him like us a little bit better. So Fedor, the chief of Murom, if I appoint him, he gets into the positive. Let's also give him an honorary title and send him to study technology here. 100% against this peasant revolt. Execute. Hanged. And now let's bring back our looters over here and finish our mission. It is the barony in this county. Okay. Rabbit after rabbit was caught, killed and brought to me by my new bird. I like this. Aspiring falconer. My wife is pregnant, but that can't be right, can it? Well, we are a paranoid character, so I don't know if that is right or not. She does like us quite a bit. And she's homosexual, so I don't think that she's having affairs with other men. I have thought it over and I cannot be the father of my wife's baby. As it grows in her belly, I have trouble sleeping. I must put this matter to rest. Let's just hire somebody to find out for a little bit. Your Patriarch Pattern of Carpathia, has been discovered charging money for various religious favors, putting the gold in his own pocket. And he is also the husband of my cousin. Intolerable, and we can imprison him, or just fire him from the office, apparently. Yeah, let's do that, and then imprison him. 60% chance he has been imprisoned. The maid I had to gain my wife's confidence has not found anything at all suspicious. That's a relief for sure. And if I banish him, I will seize all of his gold. I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna try to invite him to the court, which he won't come because I just banished him. Yeah, but the problem now is because these two people are staying at different courts. And because of this, they probably won't be able to produce children. Which is why I wanted to invite him to my court. But what I could do is I could ask my sister to leave court. Apparently, I cannot do that. Okay. I would have liked to ask her to leave court, and that way she would have joined him, maybe. Definitely have to appoint a new court chaplain, though. Really bad candidates, but this Bishop of Oral doesn't hate us, at least. So I'm going to put him to try to convert this county. The pregnancy has caused my wife to develop quite the unusual tastes. Most of what she asks for dinner nowadays ranges from mildly unsettling to positively revolting. Still, scholars do agree that a pregnant woman's cravings should always be accommodated. Yeah, we shall definitely accommodate her by a hare's head, you know? Because we have a falcon and maybe the falcon is bringing home a hare's head. Let's give her that. Alright, and if I remember correctly, we had to declare a holy war over here as well because it's a single county. So let's actually do that first. I'm going to remove looting from them. And declare... We can't because we have raised levies. Alright, so dismiss that. And then... Holy war for Pruthenia. And then immediately assault it as soon as we're there. In 2 days, and I just saw that one of my vassals had declared a war. So Ruthenian Turovian Deo war over Turov. Chief of Turov over here. Okay, but he's my vassal, so if he has declared the Deo war on him, does that mean that he will actually become his vassal? That's what he's trying to do here? Maybe. I mean, that's what would make sense to me. But it's weird that he could declare a Deo war over him. I think that, yeah, that's what's happening here. So he's trying to make him his own vassal. Alright, we're gonna assault here. And assault. That gives us 100% easy holy war here. And then let's take this troop on looting to this county. Have to give away the temple. The new bird is almost too perfect. I enjoy every hunt with her, and the cook has trouble finding new recipes for a rabbit. I am a falconer. We can become a falconer, and that gives us extra diplomacy and same trade opinion. No more rabbit pie, please. I think what I want to make him eventually is a duelist, and I don't know if I get the falconer lifestyle, if I will be able to get the duelist, you know, lifestyle trait. So I'm going to skip on that as well. I'm going to keep trying to get the duelist trait. Dear Rodislav, one of our vassals, the High Chief of Courland, is inviting us for a party. Let's go ahead and check it out. And can we just loot or duel other people just for getting experience? Karel, he's a -77 hero. We could duel him. Alright. Karina, I just want to duel some people to get more experience. And apparently a lot of these people are either involved in war, or they have been recently dueled. So we won't be able to duel anyone just yet, just to gain some experience. That's a bit unfortunate. Would have liked to do that. Alright, we will keep an eye on that for the future then. We have a new daughter named Yefrosinia. It was born to our emperor and his wife. Very good, we're almost at the place to loot it. My court physician is worried about my newborn daughter. Yefrosinia is a feeble little thing, even compared to other infants. Studislav says she might not live to see her first birthday. That's such a bad thing to say. Oh, look at that lisp. Hair lip. Oh my god. A lot of really bad traits coming from our character here. He is hair lip, but the daughter is also lisp. Okay. Well, please try to save her, even if she's a little bit genetically not that well gifted. It seems as if whatever treatment our court physician administered worked. Little Yefrosinia is much better. Now she appears to be no different than other children her age. She loses the trait sickly. I'm happy to see that. Oh, look at that. Bavaria has a huge army, because this was a huge Bavarian revolt, if I remember correctly, and all of these should be event spawned. Yes, 8,700 event spawned troops. Yeah, he was the liberator. He has been actually crowned by the Pope as the King of Bavaria. Wow. I hope we were able to loot this fast enough. We could assault it. And that should finish our mission as well. While looting the holding, one of your men came upon a strange-looking key made of an unknown metal. You have only seen such a metal once before. That mysterious chest that has been inherited and passed along in your family. It's still gathering dust somewhere in your chambers. Could this be the key that opens it? Let's find out. The key fits the lock, and trembling with anticipation, you slowly open the chest. It is filled with ancient gold coins carved with the likeness of the long-dead emperors of Rome and with words written in their strange language. A small fortune, so we get 200 gold from that strange chest. Alright. The rumors were true. The hold of Sterig was filled with treasure. Since I was the leader of the assault, I will take the best share of the loot for myself, but I will not forget to share part of this bountiful prize with my brothers and sisters of the champions of Perun for informing me of the existence of this treasure. Time to return home. We complete the mission, and we gain 51 gold and 200 renown. Alright. Though, I don't know if I was actually leading this army here. I think the mission required us to personally lead the troops. Alright, but the mission is still completed, even without that. Still, I can't duel anyone here, which is unfortunate. Okay, in that case, let's go ahead and loot. Yeah, assault that for faster loot, I think. A strange chest, alright, made of an unknown metal was recovered by your men while they looted the holding. Try as they might, they haven't been able to force the chest open and its contents remain a mystery. It has now been deposited into your care. One day that chest will be opened. Alright, we just opened one mysterious chest and now we have another one. And let's assault the next holding as well. And you know what, I'm gonna start leading this looting stack at least, myself. Just to get some extra prestige and experience like that. Alright, let's go then to these pagan realms. Prepare them for a future holy war. We have arrived at the private rooms of High Chief Jeremy for the party. Let's get it started. And I think we've done pretty good in this episode so far. These days of revelry are an excellent escape. So many laughs and so many intense conversations in such a short time. It brings me closer to my companions. I feel like good friends already. You're my best friend and we become friends with him. Very nice, and he could be an excellent chancellor. So, oh, he already is our chancellor. That's very nice to see. So he might actually be a loyalist vassal on the council. The two of us has become an elusive shadow. Pretty good in intrigue, and he hates us quite a bit. The party is over, time to get back. So I don't know if I even want to keep this guy in the court, because he has high intrigue and he hates us. It could be very dangerous. To send him a gift, he will like us a little bit better, but not enough. So I'm just gonna ask him to leave the court. Lose a little bit of prestige, but yeah, I can't afford to have him plotting against me in my court. Another mission. Hail warrior, rumors are that great spoils are waiting behind the walls of Venezia, waiting to be conquered by any daring raider with enough grit and ambition. I assume I need say nothing more. And Venezia is over here. Yeah, you know what? Why did I never think of it? We should go ahead and loot Venezia. I think the reason is that there's no land connection to this island over here. You always have to go with ships. And even if we will loot the city, we will not really get the loot. We need to have ships in order to loot that. And I think only Vikings and some other people with that trait that they can loot with ships can do it. So we're going to accept the mission. We'll definitely try to loot it, but we won't really get anything special out of it. Except maybe an artifact or something because of the mission. Yeah, that could be it. Oh, look at that. The armies of Bavaria. 10,000 troops. Wow. Definitely a strong kingdom going on over here. And some technology from Constantinople. Always nice to see that. Our son, Rostislav. I think that's our youngest son. Yes, is ready for childhood focus. Let's put him also on duty. And then I'm going to go south with my retinues, but we won't be able to go over there. So we have to raise some ships. 21 ships from over here. And can this vassal give me some ships as well? No, he can't because his capital is over there. Yeah, we won't be able to raise ships from these people, unfortunately. So with 21 ships, I'm not even sure if I can get all of my troops in there. But they don't have that much of an army, so we will still try it. So I'm going to bring the ships over here, split the army, and send some troops over there for the looting. And Slavic uprising. Wow, so finally we are seeing some Slavic uprisers, and look at that, 6.5k. Yeah, so we had a lot of Tengri uprisers and the Sumenusko uprisers, and now we have Slavic uprisers as well. So maybe our retinues can first take care of them and then go south to try to loot Venetia. We're going to do it like that, and hopefully by that time the truce that we have against... Oh, we don't really have a truce here anymore, actually. Because the previous chief has died. He died of complications related to the gout. So then High Chief Piskla is ripe for the picking, if you know what I mean. And he has a lot of land in the Dior Kingdom of Poland, which is exactly what we need to get off of him. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put these... we're going to kill this revolt. And then we will basically loot this area, prime it for a quick assault, and then declare the Holy War. In the meantime, I'm going to dismiss these ships because we don't need them. I'm not going to Venetia anytime soon. But yeah, pretty much we're now at the limit for this episode then. So we're pretty close to getting the land in Poland as well, but I do think that we will need to declare at least 2 wars against him to get all of the land. So one Holy War will get us these counties, and the other one will get us these 2 counties. So it's going to be 2 wars over here, and then 1 war over here, and that should be pretty much it. That should give us all of the kingdoms that we need, and then we just need to get these 2 counties out of France in order to make the Slavic Union achievement. So we're pretty close to our goal now. So thank you very much for joining me for this episode. If you liked it, please click thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for future content, and let me know in the comments about your feelings and feedback about this playthrough. I will see you next time. Bye bye.